to 1-0 wins in the last two games, thanks to winners from Darren Collins, have served to get Rushden Diamonds Conference Challenge back on the rails again. Collins tonight partnered up front by top scorer Adrian Foster, and the Diamonds start tonight's match as they finished Saturday's against Hensford. Well, when Southport won 2-1 at Northwich Victoria a couple of weeks ago, it was their first victory since the 15th of September. So Rushden will be glad that they've got a win under their belts before tonight's match. Left back Tim Ryan is an England semi-professional international who's been selected for the squad to take on Italy. And number 7, Justin. And Cooper wants to get Collins in on this run, but there's a defender in front of him, and Stewart outside his box. Well, Collins is saying Stewart handled that outside the area, and even from this position it looked like he did. And the referee, Richard Beebe from Northampton, has gone straight across to have a few words with Stewart. And the only issue is, which colour card is Stewart going to be shown here? Because a definite handball outside the area. The fans and the Peter de Bank terrace behind Stewart have just witnessed the red card being displayed to Southport goalkeeper Billy Stewart. Well, what an awful start for the Merseysiders just 3 minutes into this match. Cooper prodded the ball through, and Stewart, in a moment of madness, has definitely carried that outside the area. Well, why on earth did he come that far forward? Because Collins was a couple of yards away, and Stewart could have easily let that run on, and Southport down to 10 men, and Cooper fires the free kick over. So with 87 minutes of this match left, it's 11 plays 10. Billy Stewart in for an early bath, and Lee Trundle, who started the game tonight up front with Ian Arnold, has been thrown the goalkeeper's jersey, reluctantly or otherwise. Beautiful pass by Cooper out to Brady. And Collins and Foster up here. Brady lofts the cross in, and that will be the goalkeeper's, will it? It certainly will. Lee Trundle, more or less a first touch from there, the makeshift Southport goalkeeper tonight. But he gathered that cross from Brady quite competently. This is Arnold. Horner. Rodwell. McElhatton lofts the ball forward, and taken on by Collins there. Phil Horner is the player with him outside, and that's Brady. Good ball in from Brady. Cooper. Oh, there's a chance on, and the first goal of the evening comes on 13 minutes, and it took Rushden Diamonds only 10 minutes to make the one-man advantage pay. Adrian Foster scored the goal. It's his 14th conference strike of the season, and only his second of 1999. The goal came about because Brady's deep ball in caused all sorts of panic in the Southport defence. Well, Trundle came out there, totally missed his punch. Credit goes to Cooper though for getting the knockdown for Foster, and for Rushden's top scorer this season there won't be too many easier chances. And this is Foster, good chance for Rushden here. Foster gets the shot in, deflected, and it might fall there on the far side to Cooper. Oh, that's McElhatton! And a tremendous strike from Michael McElhatton gives Rushden a 2-0 lead over Southport. Well, a very important goal for him, because that's his first for Rushden. 21 matches played, and the player who came in from Scarborough last summer finally scores his first goal for Rushden. And was it worth waiting for? I fancy it was. Foster cut in and wanted to get the shot in, but he had a bit of a problem because Scott Goyette was in front of him, and credit to Goyette for blocking this shot from Foster. But it's looped into the air there, and as it was dropping for Brady actually on the far post, McElhatton was steaming in. Brady got a touch on that, and McElhatton, just look at the power he got behind this, absolutely wellied it into the far corner, and a lot of top quality conference keepers would have been hard pushed to stop that. Rushden 2, Southport 0, and Southport on the attack here. This is Arnold taking on Underwood. Oh, that's a good ball in by Arnold. That's Goyette. Oh, good save from Smith. Underwood, left-footed free kick, and that was Heggs. And a few expectant shouts, trying to suck the ball into the net there. But, so with just over half an hour gone, the Diamonds are looking for a third, and that's Brady's corner, and only half-headed out there by Horner. It's going to come to Cooper. Oh, Cooper, and that's a brilliant goal. Rushden have a third with 34 minutes gone, and that's the best of the night. Brady's corner, only half cleared, and fell to Cooper, 10-15 yards outside the area there. He loves shooting from distance, and when the ball dropped, he's hit a tremendous strike with the outside of his right foot. That has been buried past Lee Trundle. Well, Southport are in for such a torrid evening tonight, because they've been victim to two classic goals. McElhatton's thunderbolt 14 minutes ago, and now Cooper has struck an absolute beauty. 3-0 to the Diamonds with 10 minutes to go before half-time. This is Underwood. Oh, nice reverse pass there. Underwood's back, trying to get the ball in. Heggs! Oh, tipped over by Trundle, and what an outrageous effort there from Carl Heggs. We're being treated to something of an exhibition of attacking football tonight. McElhatton and Cooper have already scored brilliant goals, and that was nearly a third beauty. Look at this, Heggs back heeling the ball there from Underwood's cross, and a good save there from Lee Trundle. David Gamble helping out in defence, and a totally wasted ball forward. Well, what an eventful first half we've had here at Nene Park. Only 3 minutes had gone when Billy Stewart, the Southport goalkeeper, handled outside his area and was given his marching orders. Adrian Foster then scored his 14th goal of the season to make it 1-0. Michael McElhatton's first goal for Rushden made it 2, and a splendid right-footed volley from that man there, Mark Cooper, made it 3-0. Half-time, Diamonds are 3-up. And be sure to join us again in just a few minutes. Rushden and Diamonds lead Southport by 3-0 after an extremely eventful first half. Southport down to 10 men after just a couple of minutes, were then hit hard and felt the full attacking force of Brian Talbot's Diamonds. Heggs, Warburton's cross, and Lee Trundle there gathering the ball competently in his arms. Up to Arnold, with him is Bradshaw. That's back to Mark Smith. Bradshaw, and just look at the leisurely pace now. Well, plenty of players in there for the Diamonds, and it doesn't seem that it's a problem for them to defend those sort of corners and free kicks. Now Collins at the other end, the Diamonds looking for a counter-attack. Collins cuts inside Ryan and shoots! Not too far away. Collins trying to nip between Horner and Bolland, and manages to do so. Darren Collins shooting! And that forced Lee Trundle into a dive, but it was always rising from Darren Collins. Rushden go quite close there to getting a fourth before the end of this match, but it remains 3-0. And a free kick given for the challenge by D'Souza, although Southport have taken it quickly and been awarded another free kick by the looks of things. That was Darren Bradshaw nipping in, as far as I can see, to try to divert the danger from that quickly taken Southport free kick, but now it's going to be retaken in a more threatening position, and it's going to be David Gamble to take it. The Diamonds have a wall. Gamble shoots, Smith's with it, oh, and it's gone in! And Southport have a consolation right at the end of this match with David Gamble. Smith looked to have held on to it and then allowed the ball to slip through his fingers, but all that's academic now, because Rushden and Diamonds have beaten Southport 3-1 at Nene Park tonight in a pretty eventful nationwide conference game. The game was pretty much spoilt as a contest as early as the 3rd minute, when Southport had their goalkeeper Billy Stewart sent off. 3 first half goals from Foster, that man there, McElhatton, and Mark Cooper made it 3-0 at half time. The Diamonds weren't eager to increase that advantage in the second half and allowed Southport a soft consolation in the last minute when David Gamble saw a free kick squirm through the arms of Mark Smith. But the pressure firmly back on Cheltenham Town and Ketchum Town at the top. Final score, Rushden and Diamonds 3, Southport 1. And what about that, Terry?
Yeah, delighted with the result first and foremost, because I think when you get near the 10-game mark to go, you're interested in results first and foremost. And we've got 3 points, we've got 3 goals, The goalkeeper's got sent off in the very first minute. In all fairness, he's handballed the ball outside the box and the referee's got no option. It's very harsh, but the referee's got no option. And then we've scored a tap-in by Foster, who's in the right place on his recall to the team, and then 2 magnificent shots, and I'm not sure the best goalkeeper would have even stopped them.
Yeah, it was nice to get on the score sheet. I've not played many games this season. I've scored one up at Barrow, but that was a nice goal for me tonight.
I think that was probably your favourite one for the club so far?
Yeah, definitely.